What's up, guys? Nick Landry here, bringing you another 10K challenge video. Now, it's supposed to be about playing, so what am I doing on here is because my damn video is screwing up again. Good news is the video camera's in. Still got some other things to come in, so hopefully I'll have all this corrected by next week's episode. So it's going to be another play-by-play video, and I'm sure you guys are happy about that because I don't even like looking at this shit. So just one more quick thing. If you guys have got any questions about what was going on in the videos or anything like that, just put down the time that you have the question about, and I'll be happy to give you the reasonings for the play behind that. Or if you want a little bit more in-depth knowledge why I made that play. So enough of this random stuff, so here's the video. Enjoy. What's up, D Nation? We are back on Bravada playing another 10K challenge episode. Not too crazy going on right now. Just made it to the blinds on all the tables. Just got them up and running. So I don't really have any reads whatsoever. I got queens right here, but it looks like from everything I've seen so far, it's just one after another. Here, you know, King Jack's going to call. Any spade draw is going to call. So it's a very draw heavy board. So we're going to bet into this. And if it gets too crazy, then we'll probably have to go with our set of queens at that time. But looks like they all gave it up pretty easy on that one. Well, we're not going to sit back on the queens there. We're just asking to make ourselves have a hard decision later in the hand. And also just makes it easier for us to define their hand. So it's either we're against another set. Don't really think kings or aces or is anybody's hand because we would have probably got raised pre-flop on those. So mostly the draws would have been what somebody would have been pushing there. But it's about 1 a.m. here on Monday morning, I guess. So getting a lot of the people late on Sunday playing, it looks like. And everybody is just wanting to get their money in as quick as they can. It looks like they're impatient. So with that type of play, especially this table down here is just very loose, and a lot of people are playing, but the short stackers are shoving in with about anything equity wise, draws. Seen them do it while ago with second pair. So and this table, the top table right here on the left, seems to be the tightest table we have. I guess it was probably good before. I think it had the highest VIP when I was looking earlier, but yeah, everybody's starting to leave now. So and then our ace nine is a very standard open from the on the button. This down here is a very interesting hand we got. Probably developing. I wished he would have made it that big. We're gonna get out of the way this time, but I love playing these type of hands when they limp. It's usually a hand I'm getting paid off big time when we flop something. And there's the all-in shoves I've been talking about. What are they doing? So when we got somebody like that at our table, what we're gonna do is, you know, like a hand, we're gonna choose like this hand, to where if he already limped in once and then we raise and he always, we're gonna call because we already made that decision. Where, you know, there's not hands we're gonna fold out like player 6 did. Our raising hands, we're just gonna, I'm gonna choose probably ace 10 plus and then pocket 9s plus, probably even pocket 8s plus. On that, and then probably king queen suited and maybe king jack suited plus would be the hands that I'm going to be calling him off with. Now here, because this guy's already got out of the pot and they've been pretty crazy, we're actually going to go ahead and raise it up. And player 5 here this is not a good play by him, and the reason being is if he's got a hand he's going to pay 7 for, he should be willing to take the hand all the way in. Now, because he only bet 7, we're actually going to bet half pot here, and if he shoves, we can fold. But with this type of board coming, that's something we're usually going to pick up. If he actually had a strong hand like that, he would have. Jimmy. If I knew somebody would have called up here on this table, we would definitely go ahead and make the king 9 suited call. But player 1 looks like he just sat down, so he's going to loosen up the table. He's played 2 hands. He's raised pretty aggressive both. So yeah, we're going to keep an eye on him. And player 2 here is just brand new. And then everybody, like I said, everybody left. It was a very tight table, so just player 3 and me are the only 2 people from it being a while ago, and I'm pretty new myself. So a new fresh blood for everybody, and should make it interesting. And guy hits his gut shot over here. The guy was like, "Oh my God, fish!" And but that's the way they do. I mean, they just, and he has ace jack. And here's the thing: he had a gut shot, but the way he's playing the hand is he's looking down. I have ace jack. It's a good hand. That's his thought process behind that. He's not thinking, oh, well, the guy could have pocket 4s or something like that and have me beat right now in the hole. And no, he's looking down. He was going to play ace queen, ace king, any of those hands he's going to overplay. So he's just an overplayer. And again, this hour of the night, you're going to have a lot of this overplaying going on. So. And here we're going to go ahead and, the other player that was been here a while has left, and then we got top pair. And what we're going to do here, this board is so draw heavy and wet. I would like to protect my hand, but if he's got anything, he's going to call, and we want to see if we can get to showdown very cheaply. Now, if he bets close to pot on the first one, we'll call it, and then if he gets real crazy, we'll make another call. So, the board's just getting uglier and uglier. Now the spade draws are in. So, and here we're going to name our price. We want to see the river 4. So about a half pot bet, and we might even get him to fold out some other jack or something like that, or ace high. We might even get looked up. So the thing is if he raises, we just get away from the hand, and we've invested what we wanted to pay to see that showdown card. Some people say, check there. I disagree heavily with checking on the river to somebody. And the reason is they can take the pot away from you. I mean, if he bets $12, it's going to be a very hard spot on that board to make a call. I mean, you got 2 pair who beats us. And so, I mean, better kicker on the king and all kinds. So, and of course, we're opening up with our aces. Now here, we're going to go ahead and, again, like we said before, we do got some equity. So if we are called, we can maybe pick up a heart draw, maybe nail the queen. But if somebody's got like pocket 7s or something like that, they might raise. And So this is pretty much the guy, as I know, he's playing short stack and he hasn't been aggressive. But again, this is the night where they just go crazy. So, he could have 6-7 and he's just going with the draws. So we're going to get away from this, because the thing is if he was bigger stacked, like if he had 100 deep like we were, he's getting up there now. But then that's something where we can maybe decide to make a call there and see what he does, because we have position on him. It's not the other way around, and put him in the tough spot. Is he going to shove the next turn card? Is he doing this with like an ace jack type of hand that we seen earlier? So this was the guy who did that. So we'll just kind of watch out for that. I want to raise this guy. Alright, we're going to give this one up. If I had like a king in my hand or something like that there, I don't mind raising to where I don't believe he has an ace, but he might have a 6 or something. We might have some overs there, but I'd rather have a king of some sort to where if we went check, it still might be good enough to win it with high card on the river. So here's a pretty decent flop for us. We're going to go ahead and bet the ace here. And just a tidbit over half pot I think will be fun. And if he goes crazy, on this, and we can just get out of the way. But with our little, not big raise, but just a raise to try to isolate to the weaker player. So Queen 10 is definitely the hand, and we're gonna go ahead and bet for value. We might get Queen Jack to come along, and he's got 15 left. So if he's got it, and that's fine with us. If he's got it, nope, he turned 9-5. So Merry Christmas to us on that one. But again, it's that time of night where they're going with, they flop any type of pair, anything like that. These people are going to be going, and then that's our style too, is we want to kind of be getting involved in these pots so we know they're going to pay off. I don't mind raising here. The goal was try to get to the button. And definitely if I lip in, plus if I just limp behind these guys, it's pretty much leaving the door open for us to be raised, and then we're going to be playing this hand out of position. So the goal of that raise, again, it was kind of small, but it was pretty much to see if these two guys will get out of the way for us so we can play this guy heads up. And there's no reason to try to get tricky here on that type of board. If it's heads up, we would check to flop, and then if he bet, then we can look at raising to represent that we check the ace behind him. But right there, with that many people still after us, we're done. We're getting out of the way, moving on, trying to find better spots to make plays in. Definitely a little bit action-packed, unlike some of the nights we sit here and kind of go over this stuff and really nothing is going on. I say that, now we're in a dead spot. Yay. Again, we're going to be a little bit wider range, but hands that we can do something with. Or if they flop hard, we can make some money. We just know we're going to get multi-way pots. So, here we have a gut shot 8. But unfortunately, though, the spades are out there. So, bleh. They are aggressive. Now, over here, it's... The thing is, this guy hadn't played many pots, and when he has played some pots, he hasn't open raised, and now he's just shoved into this. So it could mean pocket 10s or jacks, and if so, it's a flip. And then this guy raised, so are we going to have to get 85 in? We're going to call him. Let's go on. I was hoping to get him out of the way, but I guess he didn't get out of the way, so... Oh, it's going to suck when you see ace jack. The pocket 9. So it was, pocket 10s, pocket 9s. That was kind of the deal. You can't blame player 5 for making that call with his ace king suited too. I mean, I think I would have been in the same boat. Ace king back to back. Nice. But the thing is, as we said, and we were looking for overs there to him, and it was basically we were just flipping at that time. Nothing more than a flip. And here we're just going to play this hand pretty aggressive against him. We do have the ace of hearts. I mean, if he does shove 63, I guess we fold here, but kind of suck. But our goal here to play this hand is if he calls again, we're going to be betting again on the next card, whether it's a card that hits us or not. And he made this play before, so it's actually not a bad card for us. We'll see what he does. Oh, dadgummit, the heart had to come in. My goal was there is if it was a lower card, we were going to bet there. So now we're going to have to pretty much hope for... Oh, he had a set. So, oh well. Some bad luck here and there. But, again, we never worry. We always get it back. So we're going to top off on that table. So we're down 40, 50, and then we're 20. So we're down about 40 bucks. 40 bucks in 10 minutes. Can we do it? I think we can. And this week's went so far pretty well in doing this. Off camera time, I think we're up like 2 something for the week. So might be a good week to where we're very close to getting in that 200 where you guys get to see every hand from there on out. I think if we, let's see, I think we're what, 7 under 7. So yeah, if we make another 3, we can close it out to being hand for the rest of the way. Unless we drop back down and have a losing spot. But and the thing is the unfortunate part about playing this time of night is usually when people do like player 2, you'll see them play to the blinds and they'll leave. So just something to keep our eye on. That he might just leave here in a little bit. Now he's tripled up. It's usually the case. Down here, you know, they're playing lots of, you know, they're loosening up this table, and so we're actually going to be making plays here. So as we've seen that our little guy up here who's been calling off with his ace jack, he had his kings and he pretty much paid off the other guy when his flush came in. So then we got ace king again. So again, they're just trying their best. So they're looking for nothing, and we wiped that one up. But again, he did have the open-ended draw, but again, the way they're playing tonight, you're picking some hands that you're just going to go with. That flop, I mean, wouldn't hit him most of the time, and they're going to overplay their, you know, ace 5, ace 7, ace 8 hands, and even like queen jack, king jack, they're going to try to make plays at you. So, you know, you got to be prepared during the days when you do play. You're going to be getting up with a lot of different opponents. Like, again, tonight you're just picking hands. You're not trying to get real tricky with anybody because they just don't fold any type of draw, or if they got overs, they'll usually call you down. And like the guy who was playing ace jack earlier, that's just the way they're going to play. So, and here, this player 6 has been calling a lot. So I don't mind even being first act to play this hand out of position again. This time of night, you're getting paid off huge if you do hit things. So here we flop an open-ended with a backdoor spade draw. And our goal here is to kind of see what these two guys do, because if he bats and he raises, it's going to not give us the pricing. And then now Jack 10 is priced in, but we do have the spade backdoor draw. And then here we flop the open-ended too. So this is a little different. We're actually going to be betting this open-ended into them because the spade draw is there against it. So we probably will get somebody with a spade to call off. Now here, you know, if we look at this, we have a $40 pot and we're calling 11. So, you know, it's definitely, and then he's got another 40 behind him. So it's a definite call. And I don't know where we're going to go in the hand. Now we've picked up even more equity. So hopefully he won't shove 40. Hopefully he'll make another small bet. And then here, you know, his spade draw, we're going to bet half pot. And if he overshoves, we'll just fold it out. So there's his 9. He actually had the 9. So we'll just get rid of it and move on. Reload. And we'll pick it up later, as you've seen down below. So there, if he was on the spade draw and he was going and he missed, then we're going to win that pot. Even if he had an 8 like us or something like that, he's probably not going to call that river bet by us. But he is very loose and he's very aggressive. So any type of playable hand we are going with. Now this bet here, it's a little different. Like this guy's calling and he should. That bet there is just, I want the pot and I don't really have much. If he actually has an ace, I'll be very impressed. But the goal is he usually doesn't. So when he checks the river now, unfortunately the club comes. So be interesting to see what player 3 does. And he did. He had 2 of them. So, wow. Total misread on me there. I guess he was trying to protect from the club draw. But then thing is if you look at that, why, when the 10 comes, what is he really waiting on? He had a set of aces against the other guy. Very interesting. Again, any hand that we're getting, we're going to go with against these people. And we're not going to raise, because ace queen and ace king queen is in his range. So we just want to flat call 1. And then we check again. So if he checks, then so he's betting small. We're actually going to call him, so he's keeping us in. So that makes it unlikely that he's actually got a queen. We'll see if he bites one more time. He might bet with jacks or something along those lines. Or his other pocket pair. And if he has king, queen, he's just got it, and we're going to pay him off. So 35 is a little weird. Queen 10, and we take that pot down. But, and the over bet there is just one of those bets you probably heard me say it a million times. When that big bet comes out in the river, there, if you really are wanting somebody to call, you're going to be sitting there thinking about that a while. You're not going to overshove that pot. Now, sometimes when you're playing higher stakes and you get into thinking about these things, you are going to be doing some weird things like that just to get people to pay you off who are real thinking players too, because they're going to be like, oh, why did he do this? But did he want me to do it in the first place? And there we were pretty much just pricing him in to come along in this hand. With that open raise, usually I make him bigger, but there I just wanted him to call. He was probably steaming. I figured we would have got something. I think this guy's squeezing, so we're actually going to raise 2. And if he calls, then we'll reanalyze the hand then, but and we're not too bad crippled. We just have to be cautious with our hand somewhat if he does call. But I think he was squeezing to make that. I think that was free money to be picked up there. Same difference down here. We're going to raise. This guy's been calling a lot, and we've actually got our pocket aces. And we're just checking here. There's not many hands we're going to run off, so I figured if he's got a queen, he's going to push it. And that's what we want him to do at this time. And if, you know, if he sucks out, he sucks out. It happens every now and then. But as we were talking about before, you know, when we were down that little bit of money, it was this time of night, you can lose some here and there. You just got to stay with the program of being able to pick those hands that you're going to go with against these guys. And look for some of those hands that can make you a lot of money, like these pocket twos. Again, if he raises, you know, it's another hand where this time we're just going to flat call him. We're not going to raise. And if we hit a set, you know, it's a good chance that we're going to get paid off. You know, here we're just actually just going to limp in. Very rarely do I ever limp. The thing is, if somebody raises and tries to squeeze like player 5 over here, then that gives us a chance, and then we hit the set of twos. You know, the goal is we're probably not going to get much, and there's really not any reason to go far in this hand. We're actually going to go ahead and raise now. I was going to flat call there, but if he's got a 4, we're probably going to get all of his stack right here. Or if he has maybe like any pocket pair, upper pocket pair. Now, because the pot is 17, what we're going to do is I'm going to check. If he checks, I'm going to check behind him, looking to see if we can get him to bet the river. So again, he's down to 22. We're just going to flat call it there. And if you hit the open-ended, that's even better because we still got the boat. Up here, they're going to get out of this hand. And we finally got him to do what we want. So we'll just go ahead and put him all in. And suck it. And did he have it? Did he have it? Surely God, he had to have a 4. No. Not at all. He had ace high. Oh my God. He had ace 9. I don't... Good God. Alright guys, well, we're going to call it quits on that hand right there. I didn't realize the time, it got away from me. So until next time, good luck at the tables.